Ever dreamed of living in a castle? What if I told you that you could buy one for just $1? Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, for one man, this fantasy became a multi-million-dollar reality. This is the incredible story of the $1 castle and the genius business model that turned a forgotten ruin into a gold mine. Imagine this, a majestic, centuries-old European castle, crumbling and neglected. The local government sees it as a burden, a black hole for maintenance funds they just don't have. Year after year, it costs them a fortune just to keep it from falling apart completely. So they come up with a radical idea: sell it for a symbolic price of $1. But there's a catch, of course. The new owner must commit to restoring and maintaining this piece of history. This is where our story's hero, a visionary entrepreneur, steps in. He sees what nobody else does. Not a liability, but an unbelievable opportunity. He walks up to the city officials and says, "I'll take it." He hands over a single dollar, and just like that, he's the proud owner of a castle. Now, here's the first stroke of genius. The government was already spending a huge amount of money every year just to keep the castle from collapsing. So our new owner negotiates a deal. He says, "You are going to spend that money anyway. Instead of paying contractors to do piecemeal work, just give me that annual maintenance budget. I'll manage the restoration myself, and I'll do it right." The government, relieved to be rid of the headache, agrees. Suddenly, he's not just the owner of a castle. He's getting paid to own it. He now has a steady stream of income from the government to fund the renovation project. This isn't just a simple repair job. He's not just patching up walls. He's breathing new life into the entire estate. With the government's maintenance stipend as his seed capital, he begins a meticulous, multi-year restoration. He hires the best architects, historians, and craftsmen to bring the castle back to its former glory. Every stone is reset, every fresco is painstakingly restored, and modern amenities are seamlessly integrated without compromising the historical integrity. He's transforming a pile of ruins into a breathtaking masterpiece. The locals watch in amazement as the castle, a symbol of their heritage, rises from the ashes. But our entrepreneur isn't a historian or a philanthropist, at least not solely. He's a businessman with a brilliant plan. While the restoration is underway, he's already thinking about the next phase. How do you make a castle profitable? You can't just live in it. The answer? You turn it into an experience that people will pay a premium for. He decides to transform the castle into one of the most exclusive and luxurious wedding venues in the world. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to get married in a real-life fairy tale castle? He designs opulent bridal suites, grand ballrooms with glittering chandeliers, and sprawling, manicured gardens perfect for romantic ceremonies. He markets it to an elite clientele, people who are willing to spend a fortune for a once-in-a-lifetime event. The demand is immediate and overwhelming. The castle's calendar fills up with bookings years in advance. Wealthy couples from all over the globe fly in to have their dream wedding. The revenue starts pouring in, not just from the venue rental, but from catering, accommodation, and a whole suite of premium services. He's not just renting out a space. He's selling a fantasy. And it's a fantasy that's incredibly profitable. The money he's making from these high-end events absolutely dwarfs the initial restoration costs. Now, if you think the story ends there, you're mistaken. Here comes the masterstroke, the final piece of the puzzle that makes this business model truly untouchable. Because the castle is officially designated as a site of cultural heritage, there are some amazing financial benefits. In many European countries, income generated from activities that support the preservation of cultural heritage can be tax-free or subject to massive tax breaks. So the millions of dollars he's earning from weddings? A significant portion of it is tax-free. Why? Because the government sees it as a way of funding the ongoing preservation of a national treasure. He's created a self-sustaining ecosystem. The government pays him to maintain the castle, He uses that money to create a luxury business. The profits from that business are largely tax-free, and those profits are then reinvested into making the castle even more magnificent. It's a perfect, virtuous cycle. He gets rich, the government saves money, a historical landmark is preserved, and the local economy booms from tourism and employment. Let's recap this incredible strategy. Step 1. Identify a high-value asset, like a ruined castle, that the government perceives as a liability. Step 2. Acquire it for a nominal fee, like $1. Step 3. Negotiate to receive the government's existing maintenance budget as a subsidy for your restoration efforts. This gives you your startup capital. Step 4. Convert the restored property into a high-margin business, like a luxury wedding venue, targeting a premium market. Step 5. Leverage its status as cultural heritage to enjoy significant tax advantages, maximizing your profits. This isn't just a story about getting lucky. It's a masterclass in creative thinking, negotiation, and seeing value where others only see decay. It's about turning a government expense into a private revenue stream. This model can be applied to other heritage sites, to abandoned monasteries, forgotten manors, old industrial buildings. The key is to find a government entity struggling with upkeep costs and present them with a solution that benefits everyone. This man didn't just buy a castle, he bought a system. He saw a problem and engineered a brilliant, profitable solution that also did a world of good. He proved that with the right vision, you can turn $1 into a multi-million-dollar empire, all while saving a piece of history. It makes you wonder, what other $1 opportunities are out there, just waiting for someone with the right idea? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into creative business strategies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.